Hey guys, it's me, Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds. I'm back, and I've got two things to tell you about real quick. One of them is, if you really enjoy our content, head over to patreon.com/the Cyber Nerds and sign up for one of our tiers. You can win loads of rewards, and it really helps support the team. And the second thing is, enjoy this video.
We are live. Raven, the GS, Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds. Sam, the legend behind the check.
We are live, guys. I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And this is the review for First Man. Is it the First Man or First Man? It's just First Man, isn't it?
First Man.
Alright, First Man. So, are you alright?
That's this movie to me, fam.
What's going on, bro? Alright, let me get a little rundown of this movie. The synopsis for this movie is pretty short. Get me? Ryan Gosling and Damien Chazelle, they team back up. They directed La La Land, an award winner, Oscar award winner last season. Anyway, this movie is about Neil Armstrong going to the moon. Boom. That's the synopsis of this movie. Is it not? No?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what happens. Alright, cool. So like I said, it's directed by Dame Chazelle. Genre, this is a drama / biopic-ish. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can say that.
Similar-ish. Some are in there. The cast. We've got, I don't know what is going on over here with these notes. Ryan Gosling, Claire Foy, Carl Chandler, Pablo Schreiber, Corey Stoll, Corey Mitchell-Smith, James Clark, James Clark. That's it. No one else is really important.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen La La Land?
No.
Fam, man's from East London, innit, man? Don't watch them things there, fam.
Bro.
Have some self-respect, yeah?
Why would
You
that
probably
one?
watched it, didn't you?
I've watched it, yeah.
This is the stuff.
Fam.
Do you know, I'm not going to get onto you about watching it, but why did you watch it? Did you watch it alone?
No.
Okay.
Not.
Nah.
Was it a date thing?
Hey.
Mr. Bliss, I dated.
I just lost even more respect for you. I just lost respect for him. Like, he had a date and he went to watch La La Land.
Smart.
There's no way. There's
That's
no
peak.
way. Anyway, let's get back to this. This was released at the Venice Film Festival August 29th in the United States and the UK October 12th, 2018. Done a synopsis. Guys, what do you think about the general story? Mr. Blitztech, since you're looking very...
Intergalactic.
Ooh.
there you go.
Ooh.
Intergalactic, yeah.
Story. So, obviously, man wanted to go apply for NASA, wanted to go out of space.
What do you think of the story?
What I think of the story?
What do you think of the story?
I think it's alright, you know.
Why is he telling them the story? I've already done the synopsis.
Yeah,
What do you think of the story?
Like, obviously, complications going out into space and stuff. Like, we don't tend to think about that kind of thing, but I think it was alright.
I'm moving on. What do you think of the story? Bro, come on, pull yourself together.
Oh, fam, talk to your boy, innit?
Bro, I know
Talk to
what's
your
wrong
boy,
with him,
bro.
bro.
Talk to your boy.
Man complimented his shirt and then he just lost his mind.
That's
Like,
it, bro. You know, we start taking dates into La La Land, bro. That's what happens.
That's
innit?
probably what actually threw him off.
That's it, bro.
Alright.
So the story. So this is a detailed story about this particular mission. Obviously, the ins and outs of the effect that being part of this mission takes on people's lives, on society, on the team itself. So which is pretty interesting because usually it's more about the mission and the obstacles. While the obstacles this time around was a bit, it was completely different. You know what I mean? So we're talking about relationships and people's emotions, which I'll talk about emotions in a second. But yeah, so to me that was the focal point of this story, which is quite interesting because we usually don't kind of like focus on these kind of things in it. So pretty interesting.
Yeah, I really like the story as well. I like the duality of the two stories. You have the space race going on between America and Russia that gets alluded to, but then you get what is actually going on with America, like how they feel like Russia's always ahead of them, and that's what makes them. We're gonna have to do this thing that is out of this world. We're gonna have to go to the moon to beat these guys. Do you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side of that, you've got Neil Armstrong a dude who in college his wife thought was just going to be a regular normal dude who has bigger aspirations than that, and he wants to go to the moon, and you see that home life. And one thing that I think is really good about this movie, this is touching on production, but it's like the way it moves forward in time, I felt like was really good, because it showed him at work, then he'd come home and be a year had gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And they never alluded really to like how much time has gone, but it showed that him being at work, he was losing his time with his family, and I felt like that's how us as audience members were watching the movie, like, and I loved that. I thought that was super sick in it. But we're gonna move on. Let's get to the acting, man. Geek Sense.
Acting now. Before I get started, the acting. A certain man said, I don't know, trailer reaction. Oh, did you not see the emotions? It's peak. Fam, what emotions? Like, I felt that one of the big minuses for me in this movie is certain emotions that were, it's actually peak. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't put flames on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt that some relationships super dead. Like, I think that it for me, it failed. Like, for example, Neil and his wife, the way they were with each other, I felt like it's just so dead to me. Like, although they're different personalities, but it's just like, fam, come on, man. There were certain times in the movies that it was just so peak, but I just did not feel anything for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, if they delivered that side of it, like the way things were delivered, emotional aspect of things, this movie would be probably go like, you know, a level up for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is one of the things that failed for me. It's just delivery wasn't there.
See, do you know what's mad about that? Yeah, is I am totally the opposite of you, but I think I understand why. Yeah, because obviously, like, you're looking at it from like the peak perspective. Like, this can be dramatized even more. Yeah, like you could express how deep these emotions are even more. And the reason why I feel like what happened is so peak is because instead of dramatizing it, they actually just focused on like, this is Neil Armstrong. This is who he actually is in real life. Like, he is this weird void of emotion at point times.
Yeah, but then always gotta have that bounce to elsewhere, and it's not just him, like other aspects as well of things. But I think that also touches on production side as well of things.
See,
showing certain aspects of things.
Like I said, I totally disagree. I feel like because of who they set up Neil Armstrong's character actually be this weird, void of emotion kind of dude, when these ultra peak moments happen, I felt all of the emotion from the wife's side, like Claire Foy, and I feel like she is the best actor in this movie. Yeah, for me, like, stand out, everything was all her. So where he's void of emotion, she fills in that gap and has her emotions, and then tells him the emotions he's supposed to be having, but he like, it's not that he doesn't want, he don't understand, like, bruv, like, he hasn't got it, bruv. And usually I give Ryan Gosling a hard time in all movies. I usually just hate Ryan Gosling. Like, this guy can't act, he's got no emotions. This is the one movie I felt like it was made for him. Yeah. It was made for him.
Yeah, because it's just like one.
Yeah, bruv. Even when he's emotional in this movie, I'm like, bruv.
That's who man is.
Bruv.
What? That one scene?
Bruv, no. There's one scene at the end that I feel, and his face has got nothing to do with it when it happens. They show there's one piece of imagery that they set up early in the movie. Yeah. Get me. That does it for me. Yeah. But him, he never does it. But he never does it for me in other movies. But in this movie, I feel like he was perfect for it. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? Because his lack of emotion, I feel, is who Neil Armstrong actually is. So it's fine. Like I said, so he was good as well. But Claire Foy, you are that person.
I was gonna say Claire Foy kind of distills the role for almost every single person here. But most of the astronauts as well. Like, when you're in the spaceship with them, you do kind of feel like, oh crap, are you gonna be alright doing this mission? Like, for some of them, I thought, I don't know, but I want to be in that situation, innit? But the way they came across, I was like, yeah, good luck to you. Like, I want to be there.
I'll jump on that as well. Like, I feel like I like everyone in the movie. I felt was cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they all did their good roles, but I feel like this movie's so focused on Ryan Gosling and his wife that the other characters, even though they're in the movie, like
Yeah,
they're all very forgettable.
Yeah,
they're all very forgettable.
I didn't feel any type. I didn't feel like.
They were just guys doing their
just
job.
there,
They
yeah,
were
like,
just
it was
guys
just
doing their
there.
job. So I understand that. So, but Claire Foy, do you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting some sort of award coming or nomination or something for that. Anyway, but let's move on to production. Mr. Blitztech, have you got yourself together again?
I'll try.
All right, cool. There you go.
So production-wise, I love it every single time they were either testing something to do with space or going out into space.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time that movie showed that, like, I was locked in, I was fearing for people's lives, I was hoping things were going to be okay. Especially the first 10 minutes of this movie. Holy crap!
Starts peak.
Yeah, the best 10 minutes I've seen in a long time in any movie, like for October even. But I was like, it's got me sucked in, and every time they put this guy in a spaceship or anything to do with astrophysics or whatever, I was like, you know what? I'm sucked in. I'm done.
Geek Sensei, no, I'm not going in. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Go ahead.
You kill me, Sam. I'm divided. I agree with what you said as well. Certain moments well put together. Beginning sick, the end sick. But fam, certain points, you man were killing me, man. Just the grind to just stay watching this thing, but it's like, come on, but it felt like a 5-hour movie. There's certain things you could have definitely chopped. There's certain parts that it was peak, and you deliver so well. Like there's, no spoilers, but there's one particular point I was like, this is so sick the way they delivered, and then the other side that it got told when my guy's on the White House, I was just like, is this how you managed gonna leave it? That is sick, innit? But that's something I expected. I guess like that cold side a bit more. I guess because the whole situation where they're in, it kind of makes sense. But I just like, bruv, slow grinder to this movie is mad. Now there's one bit towards the end, the sound. Yes, you man finessed it nicely, innit? But yeah, that's pretty much my main issue with this. Slow grinder, bruv. Like, it was just painful to just sit there and like, yo, fam, come on, like, I get what you're doing, but can we move past this? Like, I understand what you're trying to show us, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it was good the way they gave us that perspective, because again, this movie was about the details of things, which is what I appreciate. We don't usually get that, the details of how things look, sitting where these guys are. That's cool, that's calm. But fam, come on, man. How long do you want to be shaking this camera for like 5 minutes? Come on, dude. My eyes were killing me, bro. Like, that's my main issue with production, bro.
Alright, so I've really got no issues with production. Everything you just said that you didn't like about the shaky cam, I loved it, fam. Like, and I didn't
For that long?
Yeah, bro. And I didn't because the thing about it is, it's like you're saying, we never get that perspective of these guys are in a spaceship and we're going up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it stays at that point because this is what they're experiencing. There's the first time they go off in a spaceship. I'm like, raw, there was no shots of it outside or it taking off. And I love that. And I was just like, they've done it. Like, they've done it. Like, they've taken something that I've seen hundreds and thousands of times. Ships going off into space. This and this. Astronauts, pilots and stuff like that. And they've given me a new perspective on it I've never had in 2018. Bruv, that's amazing production, fam. The music that you're saying comes on later at the end, I feel like the whole movie, 8% of the movie is void of it for that. And that is also what I love about it. And I also love, like, this movie has got a grain to it. Like, if you watch like the screen, it's purposely very grainy, and I feel like it adds to like the atmosphere and the time and what's going on, bro. Like, bro, production wise, I love this movie, man. Let's get on to final thoughts. Geek Sensei, what you say?
New delivery, bruv, it was painful for me, but I do understand the movie. I do understand what was delivered. It's not my type of movie, but I will not poo on it. Like, I give credit to what this movie is. It's a very good movie, just not for me. And it was painful for me to just sit down and watch this movie, bro.
Mr. Blitztech.
Good story told from the eyes of the guys who eventually went to the moon and back. I love the way it was shot in space. I love the characters that were on the ground. It was decent. I liked it.
I think it was a really good movie. If you're into space movies, check it out. If you're into biopics, check it out. If you think that people really went to the moon, check it out. If you don't think they went to the moon, check it out. I recommend watching this movie. I think it was really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it going in, but I did have a way much better time than I thought I would, and for that reason, this is 3.5 out of 5 sofas. This movie is almost lit. Guys, jump in the comment section below and let us know what you think of First Man. Is it a broken sofa? Is it a banger? Is it lit? Is it almost lit? Is it dead? Let us know in the comment section below. I'm Joe, one further the Cybernerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And we will see you on the next movie review. Peace. Hey guys, it's me, Joe, one further the Cybernerds. Appreciate you watching the last video. Check another one out here, or just go ahead and sign up to Patreon right now. Just do that thing. Anyway, catch you on the next video. Peace.